Hello everybody and welcome once again to an update video. Oops, as I upturn my desk and cause a bloody catastrophe. No, I don't. Sorry. Yes. It's been a while since I've updated you guys via video updates, so I thought I'd as well do one now. I've got a bit of spare time. I've come home from work. I'm feeling quite chipper. Mainly because I'm going on holiday in T-minus 8 days, but I'm not counting. And so, yes, I've decided to update you all with current affairs because I'm finding now that there's a lot of new subscribers that haven't been privy to my previous updates, and therefore they don't know when I'm doing certain LPs or what I've got planned in the future. So I'll just update you guys for those of you who have forgotten, or for those of you who have just recently joined and are quite interested to know what I'm doing in the future, because I'm kind like that. So yes, first things first, subscribers, 840. We're pushing on towards 1,000, and I would never have imagined this in my wildest dreams when I first started. In fact, I've actually got a couple of outtake videos of when I first tried to do my very first LP, which was obviously Medieval 2 Total War. So I might put those up just for a laugh. You know, I saved a couple of them when I was absolutely in hysterics, laughing at the sound of my own voice, because it was quite strange when I first started out. I was speaking into a microphone, effectively I'm speaking to myself, and I just found it quite amusing. So I might put those up. A couple of outtakes of me trying to record my very first ever part of an LP. Keep tuned for that one if you're interested. But yes, back in when I started out, I did not expect to go this far, and obviously it's been a great ride with some ups and some down points as well, personal problems and personal issues, and obviously things and life, basically, just general life. But yes, I'm still here, and I'm still recording LPs, and I can envisage myself being here for quite a while, until people say, I'm bored of your bloody British accent, get the hell out of here. I'll keep on doing it, as long as at least one person enjoys it. That was my goal when I first started. If one person was enjoying what I was doing, then so be it, I will keep on doing it. So that's a basic update. Thank you all, yes, and thank you all. You know, I'm just rambling on here, but thank you. That's what I meant to say, is thank you all for your subscriptions, your comments, your involvement. A lot of people get involved very often, and it's nice to see your comments on the comments page and on the videos, and suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. Maybe not so much about what games that are to play, because obviously I need to play games that I would enjoy doing. So, but for ways of, I don't know, organising things, or just for some general suggestions about maybe different, programs to use, things that I could just generally look into, keep those coming through. So yeah, thank you all. It is very much appreciated. I don't think I say thank you enough. It gets quite overbearing sometimes, the amount of comments I have to reply to, and sometimes I think that I neglect certain people. So yeah, if you do comment and I don't answer you immediately, please do not be offended. So that's that. Second part of the update, I'm getting a few people asking specs of my computer now. Some people are just generally interested in that sort of thing. I mean, I'm no computer guru. I know that I obviously like to have a computer that's capable of running 90% of the games out there, and so I generally do tend to go for high-end stuff. Now, I upgraded this PC probably about 2 years ago now, so it's 2 years out of date, but still I think it's still quite a performance, a decently performing PC to say it's 2 years old. As I say, I'm not no guru with these things, so I'm just running off Windows system thingamajig. I've got a 3 gig of RAM. I think it's DDR2 RAM. I have my quad core. Is my processor quad core running at 2.5 gig. That's the chipset, I believe, or whatever it is, Q8300, whatever that means. As I say, I'm no expert, but yeah, that's the processor and the memory. I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is just basically the only hard drive I have, and all the LPs get stored on there. So that's basics about the system. And then we've got the graphics card, which is How did I find this now last time? It's an NVIDIA. My monitor is an Acer V243HL 23 inch, is it? Oh, it might be 26 inch. I think it's a 26 inch LED monitor. And I've got pretty nice. It's not bad. Where did I find the actual device? Oh, I've totally screwed this up, haven't I? Oh, system information. There we go. Deary me. It's a GeForce GTX 260. And there's all the componently bits, the graphics clock and processor into all this jazz, memory clock, memory interface, total available graphics memory at 2 gig. It's a pretty decent graphics card. To say it's 2 years old, as I say, it's still fairly competitive. I don't envisage myself going anything too fancy, you know, a couple of £100, you know, I'd happily spend that on a graphics card. I wouldn't like to spend 500 and go for the, you know, mega graphics cards. I just think it's totally unnecessary, really. But anyway, so that's the crux of my machine. That's the very basics of it. And as you can see, it happily plays The Sims 3 and Medieval 2 Total War whilst recording on Fraps, and it's very rarely you know, crippled with frame rate, so it's pretty decent, really. I mean, they are pretty old games and not really graphically intensive, but when Crysis first came out, that was a really graphically intensive game for the time, and it happily played Crysis without much of a glitch. So it's a pretty decent PC. Although this Christmas I do actually intend to upgrade my PC with a totally new machine. I'm going to keep this current machine separate and have it as my rendering and uploading machine, and my new PC will be my game playing PC. Mainly because if I render a video, it takes an hour to render a 15-minute video, and when I'm rendering I cannot use the PC for anything else because it's so memory intensive. And however, when I have two PCs at Christmas, whilst I'm rendering on the old computer, I can still play out the new parts on the new computer, so I don't have that massive hindrance, and I can probably update much more parts in one day. Currently I can probably update 4 videos a day fairly, you know, casually. If I want to update 8, I have to really strain and upload overnight and render overnight and have the computer on all day and all night. Whereas if I have a completely separate PC just for rendering and uploading, I can upload 8 a day, and that will be casual as well, because I can still play out the LPs whilst I'm rendering, so it's like a continuous flow. So yeah, that's my plan. That's how dedicated I am to bringing you these updates as regularly as possible. Yes, it is indeed. So that's enough about my computer. The final part of this update is to really just outline the future LPs. Now currently we're finishing off The Sims 3 and World Adventures. My plan is, when I have mastered martial arts with Evan, and fingers crossed get him to Grandmaster rank of martial arts, that is his lifetime ambition complete, and that will be the end of the LP. Whether or not he's dead, or whether he's alive, or Jamie's dead, I don't care. As soon as he reaches his lifetime ambition, boom, end of that current LP. And when I come back off my holiday, I return on the 2nd of November. The Sims 3 late night expansion will be out, so I will buy that. I will buy Ambitions, I will buy the Fast Lane expansion stuff pack, install all of those, and the next Sims 3 LP will be focusing on Michael Jones and the new expansions. So that will be the next Sims 3 LP. So that is when I plan to do it, and that is how it's going to work out. Secondly, Medieval 2 is going to be ongoing for a while. I'm still, you know, I still reckon there's another 50-60 parts left in that LP, and that will just continue to go along at the steady pace it's going at the moment. As soon as that's finished, depending upon the release date of Shogun 2, which I don't think has still been announced yet, I may consider doing another, either Med 2 Kingdoms or Rome. But if Shogun is going to get released sort of mid next year, I may not get round to doing a Rome or Med 2. It's all up in the air, but my plan currently is to go ahead with that. And thirdly, Dragon Age is a casual LP. As I stated when I first started it, it's one that I'm not focusing heavily on. I just play it when I feel like playing it and need time away from Med 2 or The Sims 3. I will be updating it at least once more before I go away on holiday. I go away on holiday on the 17th of October, so it's actually in 9 days, not 8 days. But before I go away on holiday, I will update Dragon Age at least once more. And then when it comes to the new year, I've got to start pushing Dragon Age to finish it, because obviously Dragon Age 2 is coming out in March. So that's the current plan with my current LPs. Future LPs, these are definitely confirmed. Obviously Sims 3 new expansions will be started when I return on the 2nd of November. We've got Fallout New Vegas, which is coming out again whilst I'm on holiday, so I have to wait until the 2nd of November to start that one. Fable 3, which I didn't even know about until about 3 weeks ago when I saw it on the game website. I'm going to have to give that a bash as well. And then of course Shogun 2, but that's well in the future. So the immediate LPs that we'll be doing in the very near future will be Fable 3, Fallout New Vegas and Sims 3. All of those games are out in October, and therefore as soon as I return from my holiday they will be commenced. So yes, very busy few months ahead of me. I'm pretty much booked up until at least June next year with LPs. So if you can appreciate the fact that I won't get around to taking any requests whatsoever, you'll know why. So there we have it. You have had my computer specs. I have thanked you all once again for your continued support, and you know about what I'm planning to do with the future LPs and what I'm currently working towards now. All that is left to be said is, yes, one last thing, that is it. People are still, now I know people are so happy and want to see Med 2 and want to see this, that and the other, but I just find it so frustrating when I've spent my whole day bending over backwards to bring you, 6 episodes of The Sims because I haven't updated it for a while, I need to finish it, and then somebody comes out with, I want to see more Medieval. Not politely asking when's the next Medieval videos coming out, but demanding I want more Med 2. I just find it so irritating, because as I said as I've got on my comments, my profile set up on the left hand side of the YouTube page, I can't go any faster. If I update one game for 2 or 3 days, other games are going to have to suffer. I'm trying my best to please everybody. I can't do it. I can't possibly please every single person, but I'm doing my best. So please be patient. Your game will be coming. If you're particularly following one game, I have not neglected it. I am not going to forget about it. You will get your updates eventually, but I've got time constraints to meet due to new impending games coming out. So yes, thank you all for listening. If you've listened to me ramble on for I don't know how long, because I haven't got my watch on, I'm just hoping it's less than 15 minutes. I hope to hear from you all soon in some form or another. Keep watching, spread the word, spread the good word about my escapades, and yes, see you all soon.